July 16th, and we are witnessing another glorious day. From my perspective, there's a beautiful sunrise. I'm up here on Trail Ridge Road in Colorado, and up here where it rained yesterday, it's interesting because it's like flat grassland, of course, on tremendous slopes. And every once in a while, there are these little areas where there's just standing water, pools of water. There are an innumerable amount of yellow flowers that are blooming right now. I've seen the elk. I've seen amazing cloud formations. And otherwise, it's still slim pickings. Normally, early in the morning, even when it's cold, especially when it's cold, you would have rabbits, mice, all kinds of different little rodent type creatures that would be running around in this park. And all of these animals are things that I've generally seen every time I've been here, except for during these most recent outings. During these most recent outings, it's been a little bit more challenging, no matter what the hour, to find or even hear wildlife. In some cases, some of the wildlife are things that you normally would just hear first, like, what's a good one? Owls. Owls hooting at night, owls crying out all night. It's not as common as it used to be. There's a beautiful raven just took flight from the mountainside here. It's just hanging out on a drop-off, and as we approached, it just took off. And in the past, during these type of drives, not only would I see ravens, there would be hawks, golden eagles, Steller's jays. They're still around. They're just not throughout the range that I normally would have been seeing these animals. So I apologize if this isn't coming across as an uplifting, joyous presentation of this beautiful, I guess it's Tuesday now, this beautiful day where we're able to listen with one another. But at the same time, it is, because I was telling you about the standing pools of water on the meadows up here, on the alpine tundra. I'm telling you about the animal. I'm showing you even the animals that are persisting. And we know that there are pockets of wildlife inevitably in different ecosystems that maybe many of us have never been to on a regular and or recent basis. But for this particular portion of the park that we're allowed to traverse, for as long as I've known, it's been easy to spot all kinds of animals, which normally would include the typical creatures that we would see at Big Bend National Park in Texas, like foxes. The whole point is that those are basic indicators of an ecosystem, of the health of the ecosystem. And in some cases, some of those basic signs of life have changed significantly to the point where, yeah, I'm sharing some hope, but I also want it to be very clear as we begin to speak up on behalf of those who don't have the ability to speak up. And I mean that in many ways, but for the wildlife in nature, it's not able to really do anything except for comfort all of us, every one of you who are sitting there, or even walking, I guess, while you're watching and or listening to this. You understand that you're a part of this, and the comfort that you have to see this and even comment on it in whatever means you want to. That's a comfort. You're not in total isolated fear like some people have been in the past. We're all coming at these conversational opportunities from a multitude of perspectives. My perspective right now is that you're still not seeing any hawks circling overhead. I didn't see any in the trees. I didn't stir up any owls on any of the branches. And all of this is true information. Hope that makes sense. Until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff. So now I'm sitting at the Sheep Lake area. Let me close the window there so you can hear better. And I'm watching some moose, and they're coming this way. In fact, I might have to stop this shortly just so I can capture a clip of this moose with his beautiful antlers. Here we go. The way that things unfold for me usually is the same way. I'm usually first at these places where things are going to happen. Typically, I'm the only person who's seeing some of these things happen. Please do me the honor of sending a thumbs up for getting to see this adventure as I got to see it. Thanks again. Until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff. Hard to make out, but can you see the iridescence in the clouds at the fringe there? It used to not be as common. Now you can see it quite frequently.